Hi, I'm Tisha Flowers,
I'm Lauren William.
and this is the Open Booked podcast. We are really just going to talk about life. We both own businesses and we love reading. So, this first episode, of course, is just going to be kind of explaining who we are and what we do. You want to take the lead?
Yeah, sure. My name's Lauren. I still work a full-time job. I'm a project manager. And then on top of that, my husband and I own a couple small businesses. The main one being Soto Candle Co. So make hand-poured candles. Yeah, a lot of experience in business ownership and management, but my hobby off and on my entire life has always been reading. Entrepreneurial spirit, just like Tisha here. We have a lot in common. Yeah, we're looking forward to chatting with you guys every week.
So, like she said, been an entrepreneur for a long time. Currently, I'm an esthetician by trade, part-time, and then my husband and I also own Pinnacle Event Rentals, and really just dabble in other side things all the time. But we have talked about books for at least the last year because I really got back into reading a couple years ago and realized we have a lot of the same books on our TBR list, and we've read a lot of the same books. So we just wanted to have an opportunity and a place to discuss those books with friends and strangers.
What are you currently reading?
Right now, I have A Court of Silver Flames on Libby, and it's about to expire, so I'm trying to finish it before it automatically returns on me. What about you?
I'm weird and I'm usually reading two books at one time because I listen while I'm working. We're making candles and then I will read a paper version at home. So at home, I am reading Wild Scottish Night, which I happened upon this author on Instagram, Trish O'Malley. I am Scottish, several generations back, but the hair kind of gives it away. But so I stumbled upon her and ended up ordering. They're just cute little fun, quick rom-com reads. And then I'm listening to The Humans right now. So I'm about halfway into that. So I'm liking both of them. Very different ends of the book. Hey, love a good book diversity.
Yes, it helps kind of make your brain work more and you're thinking about kind of the process of the book or the details more, I think. If you just are stuck in one genre, you tend to blend everything together or forget details easier, I think.
Yeah. I also feel like you get burnout easier as well because you don't have like the variety. That's the thing about us, we read everything. So it'll be an adventure every week.
Yeah, as you can kind of see, we've got a little bit of everything. Also, randomly wanted to mention, we are recording this first episode today without power because we had a severe storm outbreak that, as far as we know, there were like 4 tornadoes that touched down within probably like 20-mile radius of our homes. We live in 2 different cities, but there's damage all the way from one end of the county to the other, and nobody has power right now. So we're kind of sweating it out and obviously don't look our best, but we are committed. So we wanted to make sure we got this episode recorded and we're able to get it out to you as soon as we could so that we could build those connections and get to know you, our hopeful followers, and so you can get to know us.
Yeah, it's been an eventful 24 hours in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I guess we should kind of talk about where we're from.
Oh, yes.
We live in Northwest Arkansas, which is, a lot of people may know it as the home of Walmart. Pretty much anytime we travel, people are like, where are you from? And I'm like, Bentonville, just Bentonville, Walmart. We're from Walmart. Because that's really the only thing people know from our area. But we do have a lot of large corporations in Northwest Arkansas. Completely escaped my mind.
Tyson Foods.
Yeah, JB Hunt. And we actually have an Uber freight office, which a lot of people don't even know that Uber does freight. But that's kind of a unique thing in the area. And we have a lot of smaller startups that I've noticed lately. Like even the meeting that we went to the other night, the RCast, it's the only 501c3
Nonprofit.
Yeah, nonprofit podcasting organization they help podcasters get started. And we had seen it from a recommendation. I'm just asking about how to get started. What the heck do we do? And someone recommended it and we decided to go. And it was actually really cool. We met a lot of people that have been in the business for years. Founder, I guess, Ty King of our cast. And then we met some newbies that are just getting started like us. So there were a lot of people there, and I got a little excited for what's it called? The podcast convention. It's actually going to be hosted in Fayetteville, Arkansas this year, which a lot of people know is the home of the Hogs, Arkansas Razorbacks. But that's just a little bit about where we are in life and where we live. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really interesting about the area.
We are the mountain biking capital of the world.
Yeah, there are thousands of miles of mountain biking trails throughout Northwest Arkansas. My aesthetics instructor actually moved here because her and her husband mountain bike from, I think, St. Louis. Came here one weekend several years ago, and they were like, oh, we love it here. And now we're moving here.
Yeah, we do get a lot of people moving into the area. I think that's something to note. It's a affordable-ish ish living, but still feels small town, I would say.
It's a very unique melting pot.
Yeah, and you meet people, from all over all the time moving here. Good for the small businesses and economy. Walmart, of course, is what brings them here in Tyson's. So they do a lot for the community.
Pretty much any sporting event or even like kids' t-ball games, you can see Walmart or Tyson or JB Hunt is sponsoring in some way. They've got the Naturals ball field. They've got the whole park essentially is sponsored by like Walmart and JB Hunt. They've got a ton of money poured into that arena, and it's really nice. We went to a game a few weeks ago, and the kids got to play around on the inflatables, which I've been to a couple major league games and never seen that anywhere else.
No. It's unique. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
I don't think so. If you guys want to hear anything in particular covered, we are open to feedback, suggestions. Like I said, we're just getting started here, so we want to hear from you. What do you want us to cover? Any certain books or, topics, more about Arkansas? Happy to cover whatever the interest is.
Since we've both now finished, hopefully I'll finish it in the next day or two. Since we'll both be finishing the ACOTAR series, did we want to break down each book individually or just do the whole series as one episode? I don't know.
Whatever you think.
I think it'd be okay to do an episode per book.
Yeah.
Because they're big and they're in depth. There's so much detail and vivid imagery, the world building. I know SJM put a lot of work into that, so we want to kind of give it its credit.
Yeah, she is a queen, an imaginary queen. I don't know how she comes up with the names. I'm glad I listened to them first because I have done a couple reads now, and the first time I was like, thank God someone is pronouncing everything for me. But yeah, her imagination is next level for sure.
Oh yeah.
And I'm reading Crescent City as well. I just finished the first Crescent City, and it's a whole nother, but also they have cell phones. So that was an interesting dynamic. I thought okay, we are
more modern,
but we're also still carrying swords and stuff. So it's just very creative. Love her. So excited to cover those next.
Yeah. Well, since we are going to kind of talk about everything, have you traveled anywhere recently?
I went to Miami in February. No, sorry, April. I usually go in February. Yeah. And that's it. Going to Jamaica in November. Very excited about that. Gonna try sandals for the first time. Have great reviews, so I'm excited. What about you?
I actually have a friend that just got back from, she went to Mexico, but she went to Sandals Resort, and she said it was amazing, top to bottom, all of the service, food, everything.
Yeah. You went to Texas.
Yeah, we went to Texas for Two Step In music festival. It's country and kind of red dirt. I don't think we went anywhere. We went to Albuquerque for New Year's.
You did. Yeah, you did.
And we went to We went to Moab, Utah. I was just wearing my sweater this morning. I was like, it's way too hot out here for this. Yeah, we went to Moab, Utah and rented a couple side-by-sides and went around the mountain ridges on, they call it Chicken Corners. It's a little trail and it was really cool. So beautiful out there. I think if we got the chance to go back anytime soon, we would definitely go again because it's just so pretty and there's so much there. But also, again, very small. There were no, except for McDonald's, there were no chain restaurants there. And I love that. It was all locally owned businesses and they've all been in business for a really long time and they know how to do customer service. Everyone in the area was just like a vibe. They were all very chill, except for the guy that flipped us off. He was driving a truck, I'm in a full-size truck, and we're coming off of the trail, and he just flips us off. And I was like, okay, thanks.
Jealous. Sorry you're in your truck going to work and I'm having fun.
I was like, I don't know what that's about, but all right. The guy that we rented the side-by-side from did mention that people just have some vendetta against people on side-by-sides for some reason in the area. It's like, we're all doing the same thing. I don't know why you're upset at.
Maybe that's like me with cyclists around here.
Maybe.
Just kidding.
Yeah, it's like, I appreciate that we have so much of that culture in the area. Those notifications are going to drive me nuts. But also at the same time, it's like, okay, could we not take up the whole road?
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
You have trails everywhere. Yes. Literally everywhere.
Literally,
I'm not kidding. Like, and you're in the road.
Yes. And they have a whole, I don't even know what you call it. Like
the
a
Greenway?
Marathon or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like square to square from Bentonville Square to Fayetteville Square. 2 different counties. And it's like,
it's whatever
40,
a marathon
miles
is.
or something.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
You can go through every major square, downtown, city in Northwest Arkansas, and it's just for bikes. But then on top of that, next to every major road, there is like 2 lane, at least, sidewalks, bike trails. Very bike friendly, but some of them still like to use the road, which is my only complaint.
Especially this road. Like, we live on a very, up and down road. I don't even know. Like hilly, I guess you could call it. Like, I don't know. It goes up and down. There are a lot of hills, but there are bikers on our road every single weekend, and it's dangerous. It's like, the speed limit is 55. So you could be like hauling through there. And if you get to the top of the hill and somebody is right there, you're not going to see them in time. And it's very dangerous. Enough of a rant, I guess.
Something about us. We're concert buddies.
Yes.
We have been going to concerts together since, what did we figure the other day? 2017.
17, yeah.
2017, our first concert together was
that
Kelly Pickler
yeah.
at what was called JBGB then,
yeah.
But it's now JJ's Live.
Yeah.
And this year we've already done 4 together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
2 back-to-back, we realized 2 weekends ago. We're too old. We cannot do that anymore.
No.
I don't know how y'all be doing music festivals. Good for you. But we have our next one Thursday.
Yeah.
Hardy.
Up. I'm excited.
Yeah. We've seen Hardy before.
Yeah.
Good show.
With Morgan Wallen. Yeah. So,
yeah.
What have we done this year so far? We did
Riley Green.
Riley Green at the Amp.
At the Walmart Amp.
Yes. Brooks and Dunn at the Amp.
At the Amp.
And
Whiskey
Myers. There was somebody else though.
There was another concert. Wasn't there?
Dylan Scott. You didn't go to that.
No, I didn't. I had a migraine.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's just 3. Our 4th one's Hardy.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go to a lot of concerts together though.
Yeah.
Because we went to Morgan Wallen a couple of years ago at the Walmart Amp and Hardy was opening for him.
Yes.
Hardy and I can't remember who did. Nico Moon, wasn't it? No.
No, it was.
Who was it?
Ian Munsnick.
Oh yeah, Ian Munsnick.
I really like him now.
I do not.
If I see a Western pattern shirt, I'm like, Jesse's my husband. Jesse, it's giving Ian Munsnick. Just because his style is so very like Montana, West, Wyoming. And it's like, I see it, I immediately think of him. So
yeah, I can get behind like one Ian Munsnick song, but the rest, I don't know. Something about just like the pitch of it makes it feel whiny.
He
I'm
kind
like,
of does have that like old school country
yeah,
whine, maybe a little bit.
like he's got a good voice. I just can't with the songs. I don't know.
The vibe's
Um,
just not you.
no, it's not. I can't get my phone right now because it's how we have internet to even do this. But do you want to look at do you have a list of books that you haven't finished? What is it called?
DNA. I am a psycho, self-diagnosed OCD, and I only have one that I haven't been able to finish because I will just power through. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my Goodreads right now.
Oh, well,
And it's gonna be controversial. I don't want to get us canceled our first podcast. I'm pretty sure I told you.
I think so.
Holly by Stephen King.
Well, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, I just for some reason the way that the character I just couldn't get behind it. It just was not my vibe. Yeah, I'm double checking that I said the name right, but I believe it is Holly. It's a newer one. I think it just came out last year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Holly came out in 2023. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Well, what you see my lists because
Yeah.
I put mine under can't focus to finish it yet.
So I see that the other day when I was creeping you. I thought that was hilarious.
Because I don't know, like I get recommendations obviously from friends on Goodreads, from Facebook, from friends in person, and I'm like, okay, I'll try it out when I have, a break between a series or something else I'm doing, or just need like a quick read or something that I can try to power through quickly. But I've got like 4 or 5 that I'm like, I started these and I cannot like make my brain focus to get all the way through it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Some of them just are like that. Should we, while I'm trying to pull this up, the internet's very slow. I'm gonna blame it on the tornadoes.
Yeah, we don't have internet right now, so
Yeah.
and our house is a middle building, so you can't get very good cell reception in here, so it's difficult.
We're doing the best we can.
We're here.
We're here.
That
We're
counts for a
committed.
lot.
Should we talk about the book that started it all for both of us?
Verity.
I think we're gonna do. I'm sure we have it
Oh,
a
for
plan
sure.
to do an episode about it and a couple others. But
Yes.
for me to get in middle school is when I really got like Twilight. I'm sure everyone had that phase. Team Edward, by the way. That was like me really diving into reading. I was that kid that like, do they still do AR goals?
Yeah.
Okay. She has kids, I don't, so I gotta keep up with I was that kid who had like a crazy high AR goal and always hit it because I loved to read. I never did audio back then at all.
Yeah.
I started
don't know.
this.
Did they even really have audio when we were kids?
You had to buy them CDs.
Yeah.
Because my mom used to have them like her religious ones in the car. But I never like did that. And obviously we didn't even have like what we had like MP3 players and that little bitty iPod thing after they made the giant ones and only like well-to-do, which was not me either. So I did end up getting one later, but not like at this time. So I struggled with migraines. Don't really anymore, but so it kind of pulled me out of reading. Always loved it. I never thought about doing audio. Just wasn't anything that crossed my mind till I started my job I'm currently at in April of 2022. And someone there recommended that I read this Colleen Hoover book, and I've been seeing all over coho this, right? And so I read Verity, and there was times when I didn't know if I was gonna be able to finish it. I was like, and this was audio. I was like, whoa, I'm sure if you guys have read it, you know the parts I'm talking about. So I became obsessed with audiobooks, reading, listening. Again, I just fell like back into that thing that I loved as a kid. And then the same book kind of got you back in a little bit later.
I think it was September or October. I had a surgery coming up and I was like, what are some good books that I can read or listen to? Because I had an Audible membership at the time and I had like probably a year's worth of credits. I had listened to one book and it was 25 hours long. It was The Complete Conversations with God, which is somewhat religious, but not truly. It is a major eye opener, but I was like, what can I read? I'm going to have some downtime so I can read a book or I can listen to a bunch of books. And she was the first person to comment. She's like, Verity, just do it. I was like, okay, I don't know what this is. And I think it was literally like 3 or 4 months later, I was like, I literally just asked for book recommendations and now I'm in a cult. And like made a whole road trip down to Colleen Hoover's independent bookstore, Bookworm. It's closed now, unfortunately, but we made the trip because we knew it was closing. We were like, we have to go. And I got to meet her aunt and her mom, and they are the sweetest people. They gave, it was me and 3 other friends. Lauren had something else going on that weekend, so she couldn't go. And we drove down and stayed overnight and went early in the morning. And we all got like posters given to us because they knew they were about to close, and they just gave us a ton of stuff. They took pictures with us, and they were the sweetest people. But yeah, that's how I joined a cult.
And here we are.
Just a couple years later. So back to my can't focus to finish yet list on Goodreads. Oh, I have a lot.
The first one I think is going to be a little controversial. Her dog just got out and is just lollygagging.
He's just wandering around.
Okay.
That was one thing in the tornado storms, whatever, last night. One part of his fence fell over for the backyard. So he's just out.
He's on an adventure.
My husband will find him and figure it out, hopefully. So I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. The first one is the marriage portrait. Was very long, and it's set a long time ago where they still like got like dowries and stuff for marriage and whatnot. This Side of Paradise by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I thought I finished that one, but I guess not. The Art of Letting Go, I'm still trying to finish that. I jump into it every once in a while. A Fight Club. The movie I watched a decade ago plus, and the book is just not the same. It's hard to like follow back and forth with a male narrator. How am I doing? 40 conversations to have with yourself. That's a lot of conversations to have with yourself. As much as I talk to myself, 40 is a lot. You
gotta get expert advice sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I read a lot of self-help, but also not that much.
Yeah. You have to be in a mood for it.
Hysteria by Jessica Gross. It is very odd. I think at the first line of the book is talking about her servicing herself. I was like,
we're jumping right in here.
I wasn't ready for that, but okay. And then Red, White, and Royal Blue. You've read that one, right?
I have not read that one, but I know it's super popular on Book Talk.
It is, and
it's like an
Amazon show.
Yeah. And so I thought it might be controversial because it's so alike.
It's giving very royal family and entitlement, and like right out the gate, I was like, this is not my vibe right now. And maybe, in 2 weeks I could get into it and be like, oh, well, yeah, I love it. It's great. But just at the moment, which was like 2 months ago, I could not. I was like, I'm trying to hit my reading goal. Thanks to ACOTAR, I am now like 3 books behind.
3 books behind right now. Sure.
I'm panicking just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you'll find some of those quick reads because we listen to our speeds.
I'm not quite there. I still only max out at like 2.0.
I'm 2 as well. Yeah. But if it's like a new, like with Crescent City, I did 1.8 because it was so much world building. I was like, okay,
we gotta get through
this name. It's all, but then they made a couple references to ACOTAR, and I was like, oh, I know that word. But yeah, no, I'm a pretty quick. At first, I started out with just normal 1, but I think the more you listen, now if you listen, I'm like,
it sounds like they're talking so slow.
Yeah,
I did that. I tried to go back to 1 with the 50 Shades series, and then
slow it down a little bit.
The male narrator, I think it was the 50 Shades like Christian side. The male narrator, it sounded like he had a speech impediment.
Oh.
Just because it was so very slow, and I was like, my brain cannot process that. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for me.
I jumped back up to my 1.5, and I was like, all right, okay, let's do this.
Your comfort speed.
Yeah. All right. I think we have a decent first episode.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll cut it a little short, just getting to know us. There's a lot to know, and obviously you'll learn more as you listen to us and interact with us, hopefully on socials. But I think we'll go ahead and cut it off here, and then we can jump back in and start talking about ACOTAR. So be sure to join us next week and listen for our hot takes on ACOTAR. And be sure to follow us on social media. We have Instagram, it's open_booked. Facebook is just open/booked, I believe.
Mhm.
And then we have a TikTok too. I can't remember. I think it's just open booked is our
Open
handle
Booked. Mhm.
on TikTok. And I'm sure you'll see lots of little snippets over there too. Probably some outtakes and random off the cuff things. And eventually you'll be able to subscribe to get more of those bloopers and just crazy moments in our life. Because eventually we probably will do some more remote recording and maybe some on our travels. So we hope you'll follow along and let us know what you think.
Yeah. Thanks so much, and we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Have a good weekend.